Hey YouTube, this is Garrowin again, just making a quick video response to a guy named DocTacDad. I'll put a link to his video in the description, who made a video, an interesting video, about AR-15 bolt carriers, and I actually learned a couple of things about it. So I thought I would make this video to talk about my rifle and point out some of the things that he mentioned on the Wyndham Weaponry bolt carrier assembly. This is a Wyndham Weaponry HBC model AR-15. It has the 16-inch barrel instead of 14.5 like the military's M4. But the reason I bought this rifle was because it was as close as I could get to being the same thing that we carried as soldiers in the Army. I wanted it to just have regular iron sights with rails if I wanted to put something, but I didn't want to be required to buy the rifle and then go spend a couple $100s on scopes and stuff. So, Wyndham Weaponry, for those of you who may not know, used to be a Bushmaster factory in Wyndham, Maine. Remington acquired Wyndham, closed the factory, and then the guys there who owned the factory just said, alright, we'll become our own company. And so they did. So we'll go ahead and take this down, and I'll show you guys some of the features of the Wyndham Weaponry bolt carrier group. Now, one of the things that I have noticed, and I'm not sure if it's like this on all AR-15s or not, but whenever you go to close it, you'll notice that the buffer spring here protrudes just a little bit. And I don't remember the Army's M16s or M4s doing this, but because it protrudes a little bit, there's a little, when it gets right there, it makes contact with the bolt. So when you close it, there's already just the slightest bit of forward tension on that bolt. So when you pick it up, carry it around, there's no free movement of those parts inside the action of the weapon. So we'll take this back down, take out the bolt carrier, and set this over here for now. So this is the Wyndham Weaponry bolt carrier assembly. I'm assuming it's the same across all of their rifles. They just put different furniture on the actual rifles. This is semi-automatic rifle. That's all it has is safe and semi. I heard DocTacDad refer to this as a fully automatic bolt because in his video, if you go look it up, none of his bolts are full length. You see how you've got the opening here, and then it's solid from here back. On his bolts, all of them were solid from here back, but then the bottom was like half that length or shorter. None of his had this, and he referred to this as a fully automatic bolt. I would assume that all the bolts would work in any weapon that had a fully automatic trigger group put in there, so I'm not sure what about the length of this makes it a fully automatic bolt. And I honestly never even thought to check this out because it looked like the ones in the M16, so I left it alone. So anyway, that's one of the features of this as compared to his video, which, like I said, is linked below. You can go check out some of the examples he has of older Bushmaster bolt carrier groups. I think he said he bought the Smith & Wesson M&P 15 and really liked it. Now here's one of the issues that he was very animate about was gas key staking. Now I don't know how well you guys can see this or can, but the staking on the gas key for the Wyndham bolt is pretty aggressive. I mean, it's more aggressive, I would say, than the Smith & Wesson M&P 15 bolt that he had. Sorry about the horrible lighting, but yeah, I mean it's pretty in there. They gouged them in there pretty good. Those bolts aren't going anywhere. And if you go look at his video, the older Bushmaster gas keys, they might as well not even have staked them, and you know, because you can tell where the screws have already moved a little bit. One of the other things he mentioned was the firing pin. I've only ever seen them fully enclosed in the M16s and the M4s. This one also is fully enclosed, obviously. If you have one that's not fully enclosed, you'll know because he's got one in his video where it's exposed up to like here. And what that effectively does is instead of the bottom of the bolt carrier recocking the hammer, your firing pin is actually aiding in the recocking of the hammer, and it causes that hammer to press upward on the firing pin and stress your retaining pin. The spring in the extractor, I don't know whether it's got 4 or 5 coils. I took it apart and looked at it, but there was a little rubber bushing around the spring, and I wasn't going to pull that off to start trying to count the coils in the extractor spring. What I can tell you, though, is I have put a couple of hundred rounds through this rifle. In one sitting once I did like 250 rounds, just one every couple of seconds, and never once did I ever have this weapon offer to jam or to fail to extract or anything of that nature. The bolt carrier group it's got some weird finish on it, and maybe it's because they were fired a lot, but all of the military weapons that I ever saw, the bolts were very smooth on the outside. And this one might look a little shiny because I do have some oil on it, but it's very hard to get the oil to spread evenly. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it has kind of this matte finish where I guess he said that they blast them with ceramic particles. Now the inside of the bolt is very smooth and offers no real resistance to the moving components, but the outside of the bolt carrier group itself, and even inside it right here, and in here. Okay, well let me rephrase that. The area where the bolt sits in the bolt carrier, that's real smooth. The rest of it, including inside it here, is all kind of that matte, rough finish. It's hard to get oil to spread around evenly on it. It wants to stay dry because of the finish on it. I'm guessing that's the way it's supposed to be. I've never had it cause any problems for me. So yeah, that's the Wyndham Weaponry bolt. Very aggressive gas key staking, fully enclosed firing pin, full length mass down here. I don't know about the springs in the extractor, and kind of an odd matte finish. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section below. And go check out DocTacDad's channel. Obviously, he's a pretty sharp guy. He knows more about me, at least in some aspects. So go check him out. Go check out the video that I referenced this in, and I'm going to go send a request to him to have this featured as a video request. So, yeah, this is Garrowin, out.